Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of if you had a clone of yourself, would it also be you? Well, think about it this way. If you had a twin, would they be the same person? I think what really differentiates us, even if we are biologically or chemically or whatever you want to say the same, I think what really differentiates one person from another, they can be clones, they can be twins, they can be half brothers, whatever it is the fact that the moment you're born, you're actually in a different space, in a different plane of existence. So the moment that you make one decision and the other person makes another decision, be it you going left, the other person going right, that person, even though on the cellular level they might have every single characteristic that you have, does not make them you. You might have the same health problems, you might have the same laugh, you might have the same level of cholesterol and stuff like that, or like prone to some things, and you might like some things that are similar, but at the same time, the moment that you are in existence and your path is actually different, that person cannot be you. That person will be that other person. And they've done tests where they found basically twin brothers or sisters, and they found them at different places because they were separated or adopted and stuff like that. And these people might have liked similar things to a certain extent, but at the same time, they don't really do the same choices. They might have completely different personalities. One person might be more shy, whereas the other person might actually be more open to speaking and more social and a lot of things. And that's why it's kind of interesting to think about it this way, because, well, we don't actually always, just because we're biologically a certain way, the actual experiences that we have through life are what forged us. If at an early point in our life we are introduced to music, for example, and that music becomes something that we dearly enjoy, or you are exposed to many languages, a multicultural place, and you just learn a lot of languages, or you are just in a place that maybe treats you really badly and they always put you down, that will psychologically really affect how your brain works, how you work in society, how things will feel for you. And the positive reinforcement that happens at a very young age are usually the things that will transpire throughout life. So the fact of saying that just because biologically that person, even if they have the same exact fingerprints and stuff like that, they are still a clone. They are not your same person. And now we can go into sci-fi, where we think about, for example, if you were to download your brain onto a computerized hard drive or whatever exists at the time, and you recreate 100% that same brain, 100% that same person, be it me or you. Let's say they download me onto a robot brain. The moment that that robot starts existing, that robot is not me. That robot is someone else. And it's kind of strange, because now we're thinking of it as, oh, if I die and I get my brain transferred, do I continue living in that other being? In some ways, yes. But at the same time, what if they download my brain and I actually also am alive? So now we have two of me, which would be kind of like a clone, but a clone in a robot body. And then we say, okay, well, we are both existing at the same time. So if we're both existing at the same time, well, are we the same person? No, Because again, the moment that we split, the moment that we started taking on a different plane of existence, is the moment that we actually changed and that we actually became our own person. And in some ways that person would be me, because all the experiences up to that point would have been me, but at the same time, because they are split now that person is also them. So they are me and them. And if I were to die and my brain would be downloaded onto a robot, I would still be dead, and that robot would just be a continuation of my own life experience. And in some way, this is out of craziness in some way, but I feel that procreation, the fact of basically procreating, the fact of basically having children and continuing your lineage and for your bloodlines to keep on going, is kind of like going on and continuing and perpetuating your own existence. Because within those cells, within those genes, you may not have your brain, you may not have your experiences, but the previous experience of your body living through this world, living through this earth, is still there. And because of that, you create something that is very different, something that is very like a sort of continuation, and also like the knowledge that is bestowed to us, not just by the people from the same genes as us, but from one generation to the other, where we basically are now in a society where we have such modern things such as cars, again, internet, we have all this technology, all these things, is all because we were able to build on whatever things were built on by the previous generation, and they were able to transcend this. They were able to give that information to us. And all the future generations are going to have even more of that, and they're going to have even more things to look at, even again with all this media that we're recording from television, from Netflix, from YouTube, from all these documentaries and all these even books and all these things. All this information is stuff that people who are born now, people who are born later, they're all born in this world with so much knowledge, so much stuff that just didn't exist for the previous generations. So every generation, if we aren't dumb and we don't do too many wars and we don't just destroy ourselves, are basically going to be better and better and better off. And that's actually something that's kind of beautiful in some way. And it makes me actually happy to be born in this time and age. Because we are in a time and space that is actually pretty good. We have temperate weather, we have a lot of things around us, we are able to travel, we're able to entertain ourselves, we're able to get educated, we're able to film ourselves through cameras like these, and I'm able to share what I want to share, and I just feel like my possibilities are just so almost limitless in some way. Not limitless, but limitless within the constraint of what's doable and within the constraint of what is achievable within my life. So I feel pretty lucky. So that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.